Very good morning to each and everyone present here, my respective jury members and my dear teammates. So today we are here about to present our project on steel intensive quarantine center building for COVID-19. So in the upcoming slides, we will discuss on these following points. So this is almost 1 year we are dealing with COVID-19, and for this rapid increasing of COVID cases, the government had decided to build up some quarantine centers, and and like this, one of our problem statement is there that on 35-meter by 50-meter quarantine center will be developed in Kolkata, and our project is on basis of that. So we basically divided the total plan in 4 segments. Each segment consists 25 bedded, and we are following the National Health and Family Welfare Development Authority's rule. As per according the rule, we have designed and planned our project. So as per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare documents, in yesterday, this was the last current record data in COVID-19. So we have come up with the following 3 case studies for our respective project, as physical presence is was not actually permeable in this situation. So we did it in online mode. We did some research on these 3 quarantine centers. So these are the following parameters given as per problem statement. So here we come with the uniqueness of our design. So first of all is we designed a 2D curved truss which reduces the truss height, and we uses tubular section which not only reduces the overall weight of the truss, also it is easy to fabricate because we don't use 2 or 3 different types of tubular section, only one type of tubular section, and natural air ventilation technique is adopted, like the hot and light air will be passes through the upwards of the quarantine center building, and the heavy and cold air automatically enter through the down plinth level duct, automatically that will be entered. Sag rod are used to reduce the lateral bending and twisting. Parallel thread section we have used, no building section are used here. So that is one of the also another point to do the faster construction. Manual MS Excel worksheet and detailed drawing has been prepared. We have used the PUF panel to cover the side of structure, which also help us to balance the heat. So these are the process how we done our total design. So we considered the loads as per IS codes, dead load, live load, and wind load, and we also considered the temperature variation. So for the dead load, we have considered IS 175 part 1. For the live load, we have considered IS 175 part 2. For the wind load, we have considered IS 175 part 3, where we consider basic wind speed for 50 meter per second for Kolkata. So here we come up the analysis part. This is the total 3D view of our project, steel design project. And this is the dead load acting on our structure. This is the direct screenshot from the STAT model. And these are the live load acting on the roof of the truss. And these are the wind load. And the last one is the seismic load acting on the structure. So we create beam and input summary directly from the STAD, and we considered the axial force the highest value for our design person. Also the reaction summary, we have considered the highest axial force, vertical force, and the moment for our design step. So the next design part will be demonstrated by Soham. So please continue.
Good morning, all the jury members. I am Soham De and I will proceed from here. Now, all the structural designs are followed as per the IS code. Now, after the first, we have designed the sack rod. Now, here the wind pressure we have calculated from the formula. Then the slope of our truss is 12 meter. The dead load, self weight, and the live load are also considered. The total weight is considered. Then after that, the gravity load is taken as component of sine theta. Then the pull on the sack load is also calculated. Then we have found out the net area and we have provided 16 mm sack rod with a thread area of 157 mm square. Then after that, we have gone for base plate design, that is for the slab based design, as the load is quite low. So the load is 1150 kilonewton. Then we have found out the required area for required area for that load. Then we have verified now the intensity as 7.96, and we have provided 380 into 380 into 14 mm base plate. And TS we have found out with different formula. TF is the flange thickness of the column section. Now total welding area is 560, and we have found out the required length of the weld section. And then after that, we have deducted the end returns. Then we have found out that it is safe. Then after that, we have designed the tubular section. We have chosen the section as 150 into 165 into 8. Then after that we have gone for the tension for the axial tension check, both for yield and also for the rupture. After that, we have designed for the compression member. We have found out the slenderness ratio. Then after that, we have found the FCD value and found out the compressive strength of the section. Then after that, we have found out the welding length that is required for the section to be joined with the plates. That is 1205 point something. Now this is the screenshot of the Excel of purling that we have done. Then this is for the column section. We have used WPB 260 into 260. Then after that, we have gone for beam. Now for this is for the pedestal. Then after that, we have designed the footing. We have checked for one-way shear, two-way shear, everything, and we have found out the width and the depth of the footing according to that. Now for the connections, we have connected as per the IS codes. Now we have designed for ISMC 175. That is the only that is one beam. We have considered the factor shear force, that is 69, and the total factor shear force is coming 70.4. Now we have found out the bearing length, and also have taken clearance of 3 meter. After that, we have found out the moment resistance for the connection. After that, now we have designed for the shear capacity, that is for the outstanding leg. Now we have used 20 mm dia bolt for the joining purposes for the connections. Now we have found out the individual capacity of the bolt, that is 45.27 for formula, and bearing capacity of another bolt, that is coming up to 48. 48 something. So we have taken the least value, that is 45.27, and we have deducted, we have found out the number of bolts required. Then we have provided 2 mm of 20 mm dia bolt on the seats angle with the column flange, and for the beam we have provided 2 mm of 12 dia, and also cleat angle of 75 8 of 2 diameter bolt is connected to the angle, and beam flange of 2 mm 2 of 12 mm dia bolt is connected to the cleat with the column flange. Now coming to the drawings, Devdatta will proceed from here. Thank you.
So we divided our drawings in total 8 sheets. So these are the sheets naming. So this one is the quarantine center top view, as here septic tank, soak pit, and the parkings are clearly mentioned here. And this is the floor plan, which I have did accordingly the National Health and Family Welfare Division guideline. These are the distance between the beds. These are the front elevation and sectional view of our plan. This is the beam column plan. This is the truss purlin and stack rod layout. This is the truss arrangement. The details are already mentioned in another sheet. Here, one of the details mentioned here. So these are the details accordingly to our plan, each and every details. Beam column connection and truss connection.